And welcome to today's lesson, or, you know, one of today's lesson if you watch a lot of lessons. You know, I'm not telling you how much you have to learn. You can learn as much as you want, or as little. See, just learn lots of things, really, especially if you do music stuff, because the more you learn, the better it's going to be for everyone. This one is on the track Reptilia by The Strokes. Another one I remember coming out, and it was just awesome. Everyone loved it and was like, wow, you heard that? It kind of sounds, it's got a vintage sound, it's like kind of garagey and garbagey almost. It's really cool. It's cool. And obviously, the sound like totally not enthusiastic about how awesome it is, which makes it more awesome. That's their whole shtick, I think. So there are pretty much like 2 chords that you go between in the entire song, and it's a B minor and an E major. But you kind of play like 5th chords for both of them. If you want, you can include a minor 3rd on top of the B. You know, if you want, you can include that D up here. And as if you saw my cover, you saw I used I recorded 2 tracks because I was feeling a bit like cheeky, and I thought that would be a good idea to do. And for the lesson, I'm going to teach you exactly what I did then, but also how you can put those 2 parts together, and hopefully, maybe, you know, at some parts it's impossible to do that, but hopefully you could get through the verses at least and fill them out, because there's use a lot of dynamics in this song. Okay, so it's going to start with the drummer and the bass player just drumming and bassing, just doing it for a little while. And you're going to want to turn on the distortion, but you don't want aggressive kind of metal distortion. You want sort of like overdrive, you know, you want that sort of sound. You don't want to be too aggressive. It's not about that with this. If you've got a nice guitar and a nice tone, you're going to get a lot further than if you just turn the distortion up. I promise. And people will be able to actually hear the things you're doing, because it's very important you actually include the right frequencies instead of just distort everything away. So in this one, you're going to start with a little volume swell if you're feeling particularly excited by the song. After about 8 measures or so of playing. Like that, it's volume swell. You hit a note. And then you swell. You just you can do it with everything. It's really cool. It's a fun technique. It's what your volume knobs are partially there for. And once you've swelled, once you're swole, you're gonna wanna play this thing, the riff. So there's 2 riffs. I'm gonna talk about the melody first that you'll hear, and that is this D note at the 7th fret of the G string. Okay, this B note at the 9th fret of the D string, and this A note at the 7th fret of the D string. It's also, I feel like the thing that it reminds me of is that Shania Twain track. Just immediately, man, I feel like a woman. So the next thing, you do that twice. And then you're going to slide down 1 fret. Right, and you're going to go back up. Only this time, instead of using the 7th fret, you're going to use the 6th fret of the D string. Yeah, and that's what's going to highlight that it's an E major chord. Now think about it, but it's obviously the 3rd here is E, and you know, a G sharp note. So you're going to go through that while the other guitarist is just strumming wildly and ferociously through B and E. That's it. And if you're in a band by yourself, Mr. Thumb is going to pay you a visit, and he's going to pay for himself when he comes to eat, because he's going to be wrapped around on the 7th fret of the E string, and he's going to play a low B while you do this. And then when you do the E version, you're going to use the middle finger on the 7th fret of the E. And then during the verse, listen, the first time when he starts singing, everything drops out except the melody, and to me it sounds like neck pickup. well, so you know. Just like that. It sounds awesome. It sounds just like it, you know. Touch of reverb. That's all you need. Tiny touch, a little bit of distortion. Great. And then after a while you get louder, the other guitarist comes in, but you're not like at full volume yet, and the bass player comes in as well. Actually, maybe just the bass player. They're just the bass player. And then the other guitarist and you start, you know, really going at it halfway through this louder part of the chorus. Now we get to the part that everyone wants to learn in this song. It's really awesome. You are playing the first note of a chord and the third of a chord, spread apart by a gap of an octave and a third, obviously. So the first one you're going to do is a B minor, which is at the 14th fret of the A string. And then you're going to do an F sharp minor. And then you're going to do a G major. Then an A major. Then a G major again. Then an A major. Back to the F sharp minor. Then you end on a B minor. Okay, now you don't want to finger pick this at all. You want kind of like harsh tone, harsh sound. So bridge pickup, maybe bridge and neck. Probably not just neck, because there's a lot of scratching between in a neck pickup. Like, listen to this. I'm just going to demonstrate. Actually, my tone's pretty nice. It's just too warm, I would say. It needs to be scratchier. That's that. And you want to hit it twice. And then during the chorus, rhythm guitar is going to play the same thing that you just played there, that I just showed you, except you might want to add an octave to it to fill it out. So now the notes we're playing is, for the B, we're playing the 14th fret of the A string, the 16th fret of the G, and the 15th fret of the B. And we're just going to keep that pattern. Obviously it's minor when we're using our middle finger here, and it's major when we use our little finger instead. And that's what we're going to do for that. Join me next time for the part that everyone wants to hear, the lead melody part over the chorus.